Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm a TLC here at Cami, and I'm here to show you today about feedback that sticks in Cami app. Now, let's be honest, feedback is one of the largest parts of our roles as educators, and it's especially helpful for our students, but also for us as lifelong learners. But giving meaningful feedback takes a lot of time. And even sometimes when we write helpful feedback, we take the time, we go through, comb through the assignments, our students aren't even sure where to fix things, where to start, what to even look for, or how to take that next step. And that's where the comments and the annotation bank in Cami can help you. Instead of typing the same feedback over and over again, you can leave quick, targeted feedback directly on your students' work. That can save you some time, but also you can save your most used comments. So when you're ready and when you are ready to use them, you can use them over and over again with our annotation bank. Students can connect your feedback to the exact spot on the assignment, and you can keep your feedback workflow practical and sustainable for you. Let me show you what that looks like. Here we are in a student's assignment here in our Cami app. This assignment could be a PDF, a worksheet, a reading passage, but for today's example, we're looking at a social studies sculpture research assignment. I'm going to find the exact spot that I want to give feedback. Maybe the student had a really good start here, but they lacked some evidence, or they needed to revise a sentence or explain their thinking more clearly. For a quick comment, I'm going to use an audio comment. The way I will start is looking over to the left side on our toolbar, and I'm going to select the comment tool. I'm going to select the audio comment under our voice comment here. After I select that option, I'm going to select exactly where I would like to give feedback. You're going to want to keep your message simple and short and sweet with audio comments. I already selected there, but it started. So maybe here I might say, great start here. I can tell you understand the main idea, but I need you to go more in depth with your response. Start by adding some textual evidence from the text. I'll select stop, and that recording is here for my student. This student can now revisit the audio comment and listen to that feedback. They can also hear my tone of voice that they're familiar with, and they can also know exactly where on their assignment that I need for some corrections to be made. That's really fast for me and really clear for my student. They can hear that they started off well, what areas they need to improve in, and what the exact next steps are. So really how they can apply that feedback. Some teachers like to use a strategy for remembering that, the little Oreo method of what you did well, where we can improve, and where to start with that improvement. Now, if you find yourself like stating the same feedback of you started off really well and I need you to give more textual evidence, if this is a common note of feedback, you can save this level of feedback into your annotation bank so that you can use this again and again on other assignments for students. By selecting here, it looks like a briefcase or a filing cabinet. You can select here and add this to your annotation bank. You would name it, provide, text evidence. And now you can save it to the annotation bank. And you can use this over and over and over again for more assignments to come. Now, you can also use the annotation bank with a text comment. And instead of saying things over and over again, such as, please check punctuation, And you can save this also to the annotation bank as well. So you don't have to repeat writing Please check your punctuation. That was definitely a common level of feedback I had for my students as well. Now, another place that you might want to help with your students with, if not in a voice comment or a text comment, here in Cami, we also have video comments. So maybe there's a time that you want to give more in-depth feedback for your students. And video comments are great when students need more than just a quick note. So maybe to show how or model a process for your students, such as working through a math problem, revising a sentence, or modeling annotation. So for that example, you are going to select the commenting tool again. You're going to select video comment. Then you're going to select where on the assignment you would like to provide that feedback. And you will have to allow Cami to record access to your camera, and then the video will begin. So here, once you have provided that feedback, like I'm looking at this sentence here, you have a strong idea, but you need a little bit more detail. Watch how you revise, watch how I would revise it. I'm going to model it for you. And then I want you to try to write the sentence in the same way that I did. Once you're done with that, you're going to select the done button that you'll see to the right side. It's blue, finish recording. And then that video will exist here to the right side. This helps your students to see and hear the feedback. They don't have to guess what you're trying to say, and they can replay it as many times as they need to for that support. This is also a great place to think about accessibility. Audio and video feedback can support students who benefit from hearing the directions, your audio learners, seeing the model, your visual learners, and replaying those instructions at their own pace. When it fits, you can also add a quick text summary so students can have more than one way to access the feedback. And here's the best part. You don't need to give long feedback for it to be meaningful for your students. I would just suggest starting with one student, one assignment, one comment. You can use the audio comments for quick encouragement, the video comments when you need to model a process, and the annotation bank for feedback that you want to use again and again. So your next step is simple. Open the Cami app, leave one piece of feedback for one of your students in mind, and then save one repeated comment to your annotation bank so it's ready for next time. That's how you can make feedback smarter, clearer, and easier for students to act on in Cami app. Happy Cami, my friends. Make sure to check out the rest of our back to school videos.